Hey, it's Sid with Outlaw Window Cleaner. What's going on? Hey, so I just want to come on here today and talk about Outlaw Window Cleaner. Where did Outlaw Window Cleaner come from? So yesterday was December 4th. That was the day that my buddy Sean, that was his birthday. That's where Outlaw came from, was my buddy Sean. Sean had been sick for years and years and years and years and years. He had kidney failure. And so since 17 he was getting dialysis. The doctors told him he'd never have kids, he wouldn't live that long. And he defied all their odds anyway, despite the point. Sean lived until he was 36, I believe. He also had 2 children. So both his kids were under the age of 5 when he died. Towards the last year of his life, Sean was always a worker. He lived on, he got a disability check and he got all that, but you can't survive on that. So Sean always had a job. So Sean always worked and he was always hustling and he was always thinking about everybody else, Towards the end of his life, kind of get stuck in the flow of life, you know what I mean? The work schedules, the raising the kids, the wife, the obligations that come with marriage and children. I lost a lot of time with Sean then, but I mean, Sean would come to my place and we'd sit down, and he wanted to start a business, and he wanted to get into the window cleaning business with me. He wanted to be the salesman. Sean wasn't there Sean wasn't able to. He was sick. He was sick. That same year he made my kids Hannah and Luke. He made them Christmas ornaments. By hand, with glitter, just put their names on a bulb, but he's just a great dude, man. But at the end of the day, we were sitting there talking and he goes, let's come up with a name. Years before, back in our partying days, we gotten into a tattoo shop one night after a night of drinking. And let's get tattoos. I said, all right, let's get tattoos. I said, I'll buy you anything you want. He goes, well, what should I get? And I said, well, you should get Outlaw, because you're the outlaw of the family. He was dating my brother-in-law's sister at the time. So he got Outlaw written across his back. So when he came to me and asked, hey, what do you want to name the company? I said, let's call it Outlaw Window Cleaner. Let's be different. Of course, I was fighting with Fish at the time for commercial. They were really coming in, and so it was like shooting fish in a barrel, that whole Western thing. But this is the logo and everything we came up with for Outlaw. That was 2009, 2010. Sean passed May 16th, 2009 before he could ever see anything actually come up with Outlaw. He didn't die from kidneys. He died from a large heart. His heart had enlarged from all the years of dialysis. And that's a true statement about Sean Davis, man. He always had a huge, huge heart. I just finally gave up. I always wanted to remember my friend, and I didn't want to forget, because sometimes you get in the hustle and bustle of the day, you forget. When we went to residential and I had to change the name from Outlaw Window Cleaning, because that's what we were running under commercial, to something more appropriate for a residential window cleaning company, and we went back to the Sureshine name. And that's when I looked for a way to keep and continue Sean's legacy. I ended up naming Benny, my youngest, Benson Davis Huber. So that's one way I can remember Sean. But that's when Outlaw Window Cleaner came about, and I talked to Josh Show for the first time in the background with the new design. Josh and TJ have helped me continue Sean's legacy. So Outlaw will never be about us. It'll be about a community. And hopefully we can all get to the point to where our hearts are so large they just give up. The guy was full of love. And to this day he would be here running a company with me if only he had more time. But he couldn't. So Outlaw Window Cleaner is about me remembering a friend, and for me to continue his legacy and build what he thought would be the coolest window cleaning company out there. Outlaw Window Cleaner may not clean windows, but Outlaw Window Cleaner represents all of us in our industry. It takes a it takes a outlaw kind of mind to be a window cleaner, to get through those days. I'm Jordy. I mean, I know you guys don't see me promote a WCR YouTuber ever, but John Ryan had come out with one at one point. He's not the WCR guy, but John Ryan had come out with a video about the head, and Jordy had just did one this week. If you, I mean, you should go check out the window cleanse and check out the mental state of us window cleaners. It gets lonely out there and you get lost in your mind. So that's all I got. Talk to you.